Shields up, Ironbreakers. How's everybody doing today? We're going to be taking a look at the Dwarves. Now, in case you guys don't know, this is a game that I've been wanting to check out for quite some time. I was just somewhat surprised that the release date almost, at least to me personally, maybe, I don't know, maybe I wasn't paying as much attention as I thought I was, but like the release date came very much as a surprise. It was just like all of a sudden, hey, the game's out. I kept checking on GOG.com because I was monitoring the release of that game there, and it was always like, to be announced, and then suddenly I'm on a live stream and people are like, hey, Rurikhan, have you played the Dwarves yet? And I'm like, what are you talking about? The game came out? I wasn't even aware of it. Anyway, as soon as I found out that the game came out, I reached out to my good friends at GOG.com. They hooked me up with a key. You guys can check. There's a link in the description in case you guys want to check that out. I believe right now it's got like a 10% discount or something over at GOG.com. So if you guys enjoy the gameplay that I'm about to show you, maybe you guys want to check it out there. Anyway, hopefully you guys are excited. I'm curious. Like, I'm excited about a game that is all about dwarves. You guys know that I love dwarves. So it's like a game that is all about dwarves is just like, seems like it'll be right up my alley. Let's check out the gameplay, though, and figure that out. I know almost nothing about this game, by the way, so it's legit first impressions, straight up.
Made us from stone to protect Goodwater. Against orcs, ogres, and all the other beasts of Tion. We are the guardians of Goodwater. We are the children of the divine smith. We are the dwarves.
Man, that dwarf looked like an Ironbreaker, just like straight up. Oh, let's see. It looks like I'm not going to have to adjust the camera positioning because the health is on the bottom. Pause the game at a time by pressing space. Move the camera by using the middle mouse button and the mouse wheel. Click on leap attack on the lower left of the screen or press E, then select your target on the battlefield. Just jumping right in. Okay, what other abilities do we have? Mighty Blow. Mighty Blow that causes lots of damage to a few enemies and knocks them back. Charge. Assault. Run spanning several meters, pushing enemies aside. Combat right here reminds me a little bit of the original Dragon Age, which is obviously a good thing. Can I turn the camera? Okay. I usually, for some reason, I don't like turning the camera using the middle mouse button. Let me see if there's... Okay, W is for activating an ability, so is Q, and so is E. The E ability, we just used it, and we used up some mana. I wonder if this is like a cooldown-based system. Well, starting things off, we're going to charge through these guys and figure this out. Can I hit both of them? Like, what's the deal here? I'm hoping I hit both of them. And looks like I threw myself against the door, too. You get off of my dwarven brethren! I'll kill you! Oh, looks like there's friendly fire. Oh, I like the shield slamming animations right there. I keep trying to rotate the camera using... I wonder if I can play this game with a controller, actually. Because I think I'd like that more than mouse and keyboard. I'll be honest, I'm struggling a little bit with the controls. Let me just grab a controller real fast. See how that feels. Okay, now then, plug in my Xbox One controller and see how that works out. Oh, looks like it doesn't actually support it. Really? Because I figured since this game's on consoles, you'd be able to, like... Okay, let me try something real quick. Let me try actually backing out and restarting the game, see if the controller works that way. Because I'd really like to try it out with a controller, so we'll have to do this again, shall we? Okay, there we go. Previous next hero, zoom in, out, pause game is square.
Made us from stone to protect.
Okay, whatever, we've seen that part. Move unit, open menu, move camera, show objectives. Let's see what works better. You can pause the game anytime by pressing X. Camera is moved with the right stick. Select the ability to leap attack via... Oh, okay. Our abilities are on the D-pad now. Okay, use the left stick. How do I confirm? X. And attacking is with A.
Not possible right now.
Every special one, these are the blue points. What? Oh, did I just use the same attack like 3 times or something? Oh. Okay, it looks like the B button is the one for actually attacking.
Yes.
Okay, this shows me which... Oh, okay. R2 zooms in, L2 zooms out. Okay, that works. Okay, so this selects your active attack. Now we're talking. Wow, our dude is just a badass. Just like straight up Ironbreaker up in this business. Yeah, the controls are not necessarily easy using this. It's going to take a while to get used to it.
Glandolin, a present from a workshop.
What? The hell is that? Go to the chest, press A when the symbol appears with the grenades. You can, well, be creative. Okay. Excuse me, boys. What the hell happened there?
I'd be happy to pass on this present to the greenskins.
Oh, nice. Hey, boys. Yeah, have another one. And some more. And more. Zoosh. How many greenskins are up in here right now? These greenskins need to vacate my goddamn fort. There you go.
My king! What are you doing here?
Giselbert I, the father of the Fifthling clan, has not been on the front line of battle against the creatures of Tion for many cycles. The king surveys the battlefield and the defenders with a grave expression.
We are too few.
This you know as well as he does. But there will be no reinforcements arriving. Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying. The illness is running rampant. It brings weakness and death.
Stay at your posts. Be as steadfast as the granite of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Vrakas is with us.
Select the next or previous character using.
What is it? Yes?
Okay, so now we can play the king. That seems to heal people. What does this do? Okay, that didn't really do much.
Another one gone.
How about this? Oh, now we're talking. Okay, I get it. You definitely want to try to play this with mouse and keyboard, because, like, I'm going to have to be constantly pausing. Wait, are you kidding me? I can't... Okay, there we go.
It will be so.
I wish you could rotate with a different camera. But yeah, you're going to constantly be pausing and issuing commands, so... Let's motivate with him, and let's get him to do what? Oh yeah, let's throw a grenade. Screw these guys. Have a nade. Didn't I throw the grenade? I guess I did. I didn't even notice the effect on it. Let's sleep attack right into the middle of the action there. Now... And I could really use some camera controls on the keyboard. Okay, now that we've done that, what do we have with this guy? He's pretty much drained. Yeah, let's do it. I wonder what's the quick key for swapping its tab. Okay. Should have figured that part out. Blammo!
Be off with you.
Do I cancel a skill?
Yes. That's that. Understood. Come here, you.
What? On my way.
Let me through, damn it.
Come here and die. It will be so.
Why won't these people let me through?
Come here and die.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Again!
On my way.
Yeah. Okay, now you're gonna leap right in there because you're a goddamn Ironbreaker and you ain't afraid of nobody! Charge through! Come on.
Not possible right now.
Do it! I believe in you, Glandolin!
Just a moment.
There you go. Get behind there and start sieging up on that. Now, us,
It will be so.
I can't even move through here.
Come here and die.
Out of my face.
On my way.
Gonna keep sweeping through you guys like dirt.
So. On my way. Another one.
The Dwarven King bows before no one. Although this name is not very dwarvish. Gizelbert. Dwarven King Gizelbert pulls through. Now we're talking.
Hammer time.
That's that.
I wonder if you can eventually assign an actual, AI mechanics to your different dwarves.
Hammer time.
Why haven't we killed this thing yet? We need to kill it. Move in. Out of my face.
It will be so.
Come here, you. That's that. All right. Come here, you. And stay there.
On my way.
Slash through these orcs.
Be off with you.
Actually, these are gobblers mostly.
Do with your help.
Another one gone.
I could do with your help.
Come here and die.
There, I'll heal you. I got your back.
Hammer time.
Hammer time.
Fracas.
Oh man, this is so good.
What is it?
Another one gone.
No fear. No surrender. But let's actually go back.
Understood.
What? Be off with you. Come here and die.
Bring your pretty face to me, axe. Are we about done with all these green skins? Like, what's the deal? Oh, there's another catapult?
Come here and die.
Come on.
It will be so. Come here and
Okay, let's actually jump into this catapult and start wreaking havoc. There, take that.
These are the ones who attacked us in the tunnels. We suffered great losses beating them back.
Of course, it's an elf that's bringing all these greenskins to us.
here and I'll split you like a straw, you treacherous elf.
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power that none of Citalia's children could withstand. But the slight, willowy being sitting astride the Shadow Mare just grins down, mockingly.
You are mistaken. We are Alpha. We are here to destroy the elves.
All peace-loving beings here in Girdlegard are under our protection, and you cannot open the gate that has barred your path into Girdlegard since the creation of the world.
Not us, but perhaps one of your kind.
What?
This cannot be. Silence, you fool!
Kill him!
Vrakas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Quickly, in formation! You must hold them back until I close the gate!
How can a dwarf betray the other dwarves? This is unheard of! Oh, this is bad. This is like really bad. Okay, what are we doing here? Let's start by this. Yeah, we're gonna have to cleave our way through these guys. It's really the only way I see. Do we have more grenades? No, it doesn't look like we have any more. Oh well. Time to deal with the consequences. You guys ain't getting through. Not happening.
Not possible right now! Ha! That's that.
Are these limbs that I'm hacking off of these dudes? Like that right there? Is that a limb? Beautiful!
On the way!
Shields up, Ironbreakers! Yeah, buddy.
And again!
I still can't believe one of our own betrayed us. Unacceptable.
And again! Alright!
Push them back! Yeah, you guys don't stand a chance.
Understood!
As a matter of fact, come here, archers. I was about to go over there and beat them. Oh no! Treacherous elf. You couldn't fight me in the front, bastard.
Look at me. I am Synthoras, the reaper of your death. I will take your life, and the land will take your soul.
Get out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it.
Never! My soul belongs to Vrakas.
No. Your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever. Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdlegard.
Can't trust the elves. Can't trust the elves.
You're a perfectionist, Tungdale Bolafar.
I've got a reputation to uphold. If you can't rely on the metalwork of a dwarf, what can you rely on? What can I do for you?
For me, nothing. It's Lot Yonan. He wants to see you in his study.
In your mind, you go through all the recent incidents that might have annoyed the Magus. Apart from a few little squabbles with his famuli, nothing worth mentioning happened since the incident with your beard. You nod.
Okay.
People asking in chat. I see split screen asking in chat. Is this good, Rui? I don't know. I just started playing it. Other than I'm not a huge fan of the control scheme because it feels a little bit dated. Like the whole rotating the camera with the middle mouse button. You know, I wish there was better ways of doing it. Like even just letting me rotate the camera using A and D could have made such a huge difference. But other than that, I'm having fun with it. But I'm kind of biased towards Dwarves. There's that. Also, guys. If any of you out in the stream, if you guys speak Portuguese, Split Screen does a really good gaming Portuguese channel. You might want to check them out. Now then, let us continue. Better not let the Magus wait too long.
Better not keep the Magus waiting.
See you later. There's goulash for dinner.
Alrighty then. Wonder if there's a way to like customize it. No. There's no control customization. Alrighty. What's this?
There are apparently dwarves who have never seen the sky. And you too feel more comfortable when you have rock over your head. If only you didn't long to see more of the world, a longing that grows stronger with every year.
This is definitely reminiscent of the original Dragon Age.
Hey, groundling! Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jolison, a 4th degree famulus and your favorite foe among the students of magic, gives you a disparaging glance and disappears without waiting for your reply.
Ah, whatever. Screw you. I want to explore. How do I see the map? Leave Lotyoan's vaults. I get to see my quests and stuff. Quest log. Talk to your mentor Lotyoan. Yonan. Yonan? Yonan? You can find him in his study. Okay. There are no side quests. For now.
Tangdale! Quick! Or the goulash will get burnt!
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from its mounting and the cauldron stuck in the fireplace. It's a heavy load and none of the famuli, who feel superior even during kitchen duty, dare do anything. They might burn their fingers, or even get a bit dirty.
Let's fix it.
It'd be a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry. Here, hold this. Do you remember when you dyed my beard with some magic spell? I had to shave it off.
You stroke your beard, which is unusually short for a dwarf.
A short dwarven beard.
It's heavy.
The young human forces through his pursed lips, letting the pot sink a little.
Don't you dare ruin my goulash, boy!
The cook, with beefy forearms, glares at the young man, and after a brief moment, he tries harder. With as much concern in your voice as you can muster, you say,
Oh, no, this doesn't look good.
you're pleased to notice he's dripping with sweat.
Everybody's having fun.
Get you back for this, groundling!
I mean, maybe you should not call me groundling. Maybe I don't appreciate that, buddy. I like the humor in there. There you go.
You damned freak!
For a moment, you hope the famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen, his face bright red.
What a pair you are!
Weakling. Maybe I ought to beat him up. Maybe I should just beat him up. Beat him senseless. Maybe you'll learn.
The beer that is delivered to the vaults is supposed to be the best beer in Idderslane. It's certainly your favorite beer. But you haven't drunk enough up.
You haven't drunk enough other beers to truly know. Okay.
Do you know what Lotyonan wants?
The maid gives you an amused look. She has often accused you of making things more complicated than necessary. Vegetables, bread, cheese, but the cook is not to be trifled with.
Many painful knuckles have taught you that she knows how to handle her heavy wooden spoon, and that she may possibly have eyes in the back of her head.
Wow. Beating me in the knuckles with a goddamn wooden spoon. That's just wrong. Ooh, we can steal food. Now let's steal some food right there. Give me that food. Nobody's looking. Take it. Yeah. Now let's steal some from here too. Fuck it. Right off of this guy's table.
The blacksmith. Do you want something?
Did a horse bolt while you were trying to shoe it? It's certainly not on our plates.
Whatever. Done stealing food. What's up with these guys?
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot Yonan, there's barely a handful of them you can stand the sight of. You're not at all interested in magic in all its elusiveness and whimsy. Your realm.
Yes, I agree. Screw the mages. Enter Yonlut's study. Yes, let's do that. I love when OBS tells me that it's crashed and it's still running fine. I think OBS doesn't like the fact that I send too much bitrate. That's fine.
Master Lot Yonan, Frala told me you wish to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former famulus Garen. I wish to return them to him. He's in Black Saddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants. It is time for you to go out into the world and see it with your own eyes.
With pleasure. What's in the bag?
Magical devices. You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
Racist.
Bractus gave us so much craftsmanship that there's no space left in our bodies for magic.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
Perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
Good, I don't like everyone out there either.
Goblins. They abduct baby dwarves and sell them to magi, from what I've heard.
Not the best bit of business I've ever done. But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river.
Oh, so I was bought by this magi as a slave. Okay.
Be on your guard. Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you. And Varakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lot Yonan.
So far, I like what this game is doing. You know, you can tell that it's a little bit on a budget. I just wish the controls were a little bit better. But I can get used to the controls, and I think I can overcome that. Now, there was a way to go out, which is that way. I guess we can't go out through this door. Can we collect some stuff before we leave? Oh, let's look at the forge fire.
This is where you swung the forge hammer for the first time 30 cycles ago.
30 years old.
No one taught you the craft. It was enough for you to watch Lot Yonan's old smith at work. Whenever the workshop was empty, you practiced and quickly mastered the craft with ease.
So we're a dwarven blacksmith. Talk about, like, cliche. Let's see if there's anything else I can do. Like, what's this about? Look at the stairs.
Lot Yonan's vaults are equipped with laboratories, a library, and private rooms for the famuli.
Okay. Can we steal more food? Like, hell, I'm leaving. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna steal more food.
Hey, what are you doing, groundling?
Dude, I will slap the robe off of you.
Your own portion?
Because I'm trying to steal as much food as I can. I'm leaving. I don't care what you people think. I hate all of you. I'm a dwarf. Oh, I should say goodbye to the maid, though. She was nice, I think. Right?
Hello, Frala.
Hmm?
I've got a present for you. What do we
Got a
have?
present for you.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully made from 3 horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewellery in Girdlegard.
One look at Frala's face makes it clear that it doesn't matter. She glows with happiness as she takes the pendant.
For me? But why?
Because you don't see me as an oddity, and you're like a little sister to me.
You could have said, but you settle with a shrug and a crooked smile.
I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally, you've got the chance to see something of the world.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey. Wait, I've got just the right thing. But make sure the cook doesn't see.
I'm going to Blacksaddle to return a few things to a former apprentice in the Magus.
You pocket the rye bread, sausages, and ham. Enough food for the first few days of your journey.
Perhaps I'll even meet some dwarves on the way.
Frala throws you a cautious glance. It's a tricky subject that you can't help but broach.
There aren't dwarves down here. You're the only one in Idderslane, as far as we know.
I know, but I can't just have been born out of a rock. Somewhere in the mountains, I have a clan. Maybe even a family.
Yes. Maybe.
Frala has reminded you more than once that Lot Yonan wrote to the dwarf clans and none of them were missing a dwarf boy.
I have to go. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
I wish you the blessing of Palandial and Vracus to protect you from all danger on your journey. Here, a talisman. Whenever you look at it, think of me.
Frala winks at you mischievously.
And of getting me a nice present.
Very well. So, technically speaking, we should have something that we can equip, right? Magical artifacts. Rala's scarf brings good fortune to the wearer. Can I equip it? How do I... So we have Q, and if his health gains bonuses in armor and damage. How am I supposed to wear this? Characters group and inventory. Well, it doesn't seem like there's anything I can do. Maybe it's already equipped? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Within a few moments you find Blacksaddle on the map. It is southeast of Parista, a little more than halfway between the city of the Magus Nudin and Lot Yonan's vaults. You trace the path from the vaults to the mountain with your finger. It doesn't seem far on the map, but it will be the biggest journey of your life.
Oh, I mean 300 friggin' miles. I'm not sure what you expected. Like quite the trek. Let's go.
You picture all the fantastic adventures that await you on your journey and are raring to go. But then you think about the possible dangers and ask yourself how you're planning to tackle this journey without a weapon.
We should forge one. Can we forge one? Ooh, there's an axe. Now we're talking. How about a shield? We need a shield too, dude. You're a blacksmith. Craft it. Damn it. Seems that our character's not the most intelligent one. Like, you're a blacksmith. Craft things, dude. How do I see the weapon that I have? Doesn't look like I can. It's just like, hey, you got an axe now. Good job. Okay. you just can't do it while you're in a city. Maybe once you head outside.
How nice to see you again, Lotyonen. It must have been an age since we last met face to face.
Nudin, welcome. Please,
damn, you're
sit
ugly.
down.
No, thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time. You must come to Leos Nudin immediately. The perished land is stirring.
Are you sure? What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No. I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the 6. The other 4 are already on their way here, but we need your help too.
I will set off for Parista without delay.
Oh, and as you're coming, could you also take the opportunity to bring back the things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh, thank you. We'll be expecting you.
Who wants to bet we took the wrong bag? We must have taken the wrong bag.
Utterly blinded by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps. The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade of a mighty oak. You reach a small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight, but a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and achy. Trying not to feel sorry for yourself, you throw your rucksack over your shoulder. You're a dwarf, and dwarves don't complain.
It's like this is our objective. Looks like we can take any path we so choose. Seems to be a side quest over here, so I'll probably take that. What's the difference between going this way and that way? Okay, I'll bite. I'll go this way.
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
That's never a good sign.
The creaking leather armor, the clattering rucksack, and a dwarf's
The dwarf's
inability to be quiet makes the crows flap around as you move from one bush to another. You give up trying to be stealthy, stand up straight, and see 2 human bodies in the flattened grass.
Huh. Oh, there's no pause. This just gives us stuff to look at. It's just, my kid is here and I haven't seen my kid in a while. Let me just... Oh. Look over there, look over there. There. See it? Give me just a quick minute, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, let's see what's happening with these crows and what's up with the human bodies. Examine the bush.
Nothing.
Well,
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover. A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colours of Turgur the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 magi. The dead man must be one of Turgur's famuli. You don't see any wounds.
magic. Foul magic.
Ivrakus.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
This man was stabbed.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him. Was he trying to defend himself against something? Or someone? There is no blood on the sword.
Nothing again.
You halt. There is something.
A rucksack. Did someone hide it in the bushes, or was it thrown in there?
You open the rucksack and recognize that someone has already rummaged through it. As well as some implements and writing utensils, you find a pouch full of gold and a talisman. The gold is proof that this is not a case of robbery.
Okay, I'll take the gold. And I'll take the
Warmth
talisman.
and a feeling of security flush through your body as you touch the talisman. You feel safer just holding it in your hand.
I'm taking you with me.
Okay, we now have more gold, and we also have a new talisman. Let's turn this body over.
The man has the same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon. But what that weapon might be, you cannot say.
It's a dagger. Come on, we've already established this. It's either that or a spear.
A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly.
Let's search it some more.
You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital, to Lot-Yonan's vaults.
Does this mean that Turgur the Fair-Faced is in Parista and wanted to send Lot-Yonan a message? And if so, why didn't he use magic? Did he want to contact him without anyone noticing? Why all this secrecy?
Looks like the mages are up to no good. Starting making trouble in the neighborhood.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
We're leaving. Yeah, let's bury the dead. We're not savages over here.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue on your way so as to put a few more miles between you and your grisly find before night falls.
Nothing happened there.
You see a flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire.
Push the fire audibly so that you don't frighten
You
anyone.
walk towards the fire with confident strides until you finally make out 3 broad-shouldered men with axes. 2 rabbits are sizzling over the fire. The men are joking with one another, but you can only understand the odd word. They haven't noticed you yet.
We already seen that whenever we try to do something stealthy as a dwarf, it doesn't really work, so we're just gonna approach
Once you
them.
reach the edge of the firelight, you say amicably.
Greetings. My name is...
The men jump up and grab their axes.
Who's there?
Well, I'll be. Is that a groundling?
The men look you over suspiciously.
If someone calls me a groundling again, I swear to God, I'm gonna slap the shit out of some people. Sorry for the intrusion. With whom do I have the pleasure? I'm a traveler and would have nothing against warm fire and some company.
My name is Tungdil. I'm only a traveler who would have nothing against a warm fire and some company.
A groundling wants our company.
Oh, I see how it is.
We are honest, hard-working men. Why would we have anything to do with groundlings? Be off with you.
The man strengthens his grip on the axe and passes his tongue over his yellowed teeth while keeping you in his sights.
Put down your weapons or I'll be forced to wield mine.
Put down your weapons or I'll be forced to use mine.
You threatening us, groundling?
Oh, yeah, you're gonna get it. Think about it. I'm a dwarf. I don't use my axe for chopping down trees. No, you're getting
morning, visions of axes, faces full of hate, fists and heavy boots flicker through your befuddled mind. Your first attempt to move fails when pain shoots through every bone, every muscle, and every nerve in your body. It's a long time before you manage to sit up and tend to your wounds in the early sunlight. There's no trace of the woodcutters. They must have thrown you into the undergrowth near the campfire once they were finished.
Oh, what? We lost? I'm a dwarf, though. I mean, what the fuck? How does that work? We shouldn't have lost. Oh, well. There's a couple of more side things that we can do before we get to the main quest, but whatever. Let's go through here.
You reach the banks of the Warder and can see Axeldale on the other side, but there isn't a bridge for far and wide. The fishermen's boats glide over the water, which sparkles in the sun. None of the men seem to notice you while they throw out their nets.
Tungville is not a warrior. God damn it. Call the nearest fisherman over to ask you to take across the river, the scenery for a while, continue your journey.
You look at the cold, dark water. The current seems so strong that they could carry off even the most experienced of swimmers. And you aren't even a mediocre one. You once read a legend in a book. Elria, the goddess of water, did not like the children of the forge and cursed the dwarves, so that they would drown in any waters beyond their kingdoms. The main reason that dwarves avoid water to this day.
Screw it. I'm not talking with
You
people.
leave the peaceful banks of the river behind you and continue on your way.
I'm going to embrace the dwarf in me.
You look down
What's
on a
that?
large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack. The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
So I'm gonna have to be diplomatic about this.
You have spent the last nights under bushes on the hard, cold ground. You are yearning for a good meal and a real bed.
So that means I can't investigate those bushes?
There are small fires burning every 50 steps or so. They are intended to light up the area in front of the palisade in the night, so that orcs can't creep up to within an arrow's reach without being seen.
Okay.
Orc skulls.
You're not sure it's wise to taunt the beasts with the severed heads of their fellow kind.
Okay.
The double gate is made of strong planks, sturdy but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade. Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications.
Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there! What brings you to fair Goodwater? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
I'm a dwarf, I'll have you know, and I demand entry. Please let me in. I don't want to spend the night under the stars.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travelers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stayed closed once night has fallen.
There is certainly no regret showing in the man's face.
Your gate doesn't make a very stable impression. I could take a look at it. I know about these things.
I'm a blacksmith. And a dwarf. Let me tell you, your gate might look solid, but it won't withstand a real orc assault.
The murmuring all around him makes the man pause for a moment. If anyone else had criticized the stronghold, they'd have been laughed down and shooed away. But no one understands defense systems like the dwarves.
A dwarf blacksmith who just happens to be standing in front of our gate?
Of course, I'm responsible for the defense of the high pass in the Blue Range. I have no idea what the hell that is.
That's right. I can see to it that orcs crack open their skulls on your gate, just like at home on the high pass. Skulls that add up to hard cash for you.
You only know about the secondling stronghold from books, but you can see in the man's face you've pushed the right buttons.
All right then. You can spend the night in the village. You begin work tomorrow morning, and it had better work like you promised.
Of course. It's a trifle.
Alrighty. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, remember to hit that like button. I'm enjoying the game so far.
After a meal, you spend the night in the comfort and shelter of a Goodwater tavern. The next morning, you feel fully refreshed. You strengthen the gate with cross braces of wood and iron, using your experience and skill. Now it should be able to withstand an attack for much longer. Mercenaries and villagers alike watch you work, clearly impressed. As you finish, a man approaches you.
Well done, dwarf. We were right to bring you into our village.
The village grew rich through bridge tolls, and this wealth must be defended.
As I was saying, if you guys are enjoying the stream, hit that like button and subscribe so that you're always notified when I go live. I'm enjoying the game so far, so I'm going to keep going with this. The gate is reinforced as promised, but now I need to go. I've got a long journey ahead of me. If my work pleases you, I'd have nothing against payment for it.
I've spent almost half an orbit strengthening the gate. How about a bit of compensation?
The council member's face darkens.
We've paid for food and lodgings, and because we're generous, we've also thrown in the bridge toll. Good day, Mr. Dwarf.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs. But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vrakas has granted you one more day in Girdlegard. As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old.
You set up your camp at the old fireplace and lie down to sleep. Set up camp hidden in the crown of the old oak tree. Put up camp at the old fireplace and try to stay awake. We're going to set up our camp hidden in the crown of the old oak tree.
You swing yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions. You sling your rope twice around your stomach and the trunk of the tree to stop you from falling accidentally. You close your eyes and dream. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade and Dragon's Tongue. But the harmony is interrupted by the hideous roar of an unending flood of orcs throwing itself unceasingly against the fortification. You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid fat of their armor on your tongue. The bitter taste becomes stronger until it's unbearable and wrenches you out of your dream. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness as a glance at the sky confirms that it's still night. Your eyes move towards the ground, and what you see makes the blood in your veins freeze.
So I guess it was a good idea we didn't sleep on the ground then. It's the disgusting elves.
I am Synthras of Son Balsur. My master, Nod On the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lot Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us is the leader?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnots and Bashkug.
The Kragnar Shore Tribe will conquer the most land.
Never! We will overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone.
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard. The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life. You spent every single moment afraid that you'd be found and savaged by the orcs. But as the first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
Let's observe the situation a little longer.
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp, and you listen carefully for any noise. But you don't see or hear anything suspicious.
Let's get down here. But I see like weapons and stuff in here.
Ugh. You're overcome by the urge to vomit. You have, of course, heard the stories, but seeing with your own eyes that orcs actually do eat humans is a long way.
This is the place. I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace. Hey, Fuskar, in front of you. A grounding, perfect for a spotted breakfast.
Throw your axe at the leader and try to escape. I mean, last time we got our asses beat by a bunch of fucking hunters, so...
You know that you're no warrior, but perhaps you can escape with a diversion.
That didn't work.
Oink, oink, little piggies!
A troll slayer, straight up. Look at him, he's dual wielding. Yeah!
By Barrowin's beard, how did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight. Hey, that one was mine.
You're just too slow, dear brother.
Too slow? Just wait.
We got 2 warrior dwarves. Now we're talking. Okay, we're gonna start with.
What now? Yes?
Huh? Huh?
What's this? Blade Storm. Multitude of blows rains down in front of enemies in front of Boindil. So he's got the leap and the Blade Storm.
Huh?
And this guy's got Eruption. Boindil pushes back all enemies surrounding him with a chance of knocking him down.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody gets the Q, basically, is what we're saying. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. For some reason, I wasn't being able to do his little Q attack. Okay, so we're gonna do that. With this guy, we're gonna do Blade Storm.
Huh?
And with you,
What now? What is it?
we're going to engage here.
With pleasure.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Do it again.
Yes?
Let's actually move here first. And now, do it. Perfect. Now we're talking. So how are we doing on this end? Can we do it again? Yeah, we can do it non-stop.
Huh? What is it? Say goodbye forever.
Let's do the thing again.
Huh? Yeah! And what now? Come here, you! Huh? With pleasure. Pow! Another one bites the dust. Bowendahl, give me a hand. Yes?
This is not looking too good. You need to get your ass there.
Yes?
This is also not looking too good for us. It's only looking good, really, to this guy. So he needs to...
Oh, what bad luck for you!
I need help over here, quickly. They're hitting me pretty hard. Huh?
God, our main character is a little crybaby, isn't he?
What is it?
I need help over here, quickly.
Yes?
This guy just rules over everything.
Say goodbye forever.
They're hitting me pretty hard. Huh? Understood.
Too easy.
On my way.
What is it? Ow! Hey!
Vile creature.
And what now?
Jesus, our dwarves are kind of weak, huh? Let's give him the Q right there. Did I do it? No, I didn't.
Huh? Oh, what bad luck for you!
Okay, you are definitely looking bad.
I need help over here, quickly.
What is
Just
it?
tell me you can do it again. Yes, sweet. Let's actually move here before we do it this time, though.
Let me get.
Please don't let him die. Like, our little troll slayer is just like getting his ass whooped.
They're hitting me pretty hard.
And again, so is our main character. He's getting the beating of a lifetime.
On my way! Say goodbye forever!
Kill. It can't end like this.
What? When was this? Let's restart then. Does it restart this encounter? Or does it restart the whole game? Hopefully it's this encounter, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. So why is our character like damn near dead already?
What is it? All right. Yeah. I didn't hit you very hard. Vile creature.
Huh? Understood. They're hitting me pretty hard. And again. And
God, I really don't like what's going on here.
Too easy. Huh? Who's next? Vile creature. With pleasure. We hardly put up a fight.
We're always separated. That's the biggest problem.
Another one bites the dust.
Dude, I can only imagine playing this all the way with a controller is going to be hard as hell. It looks like we got one of them.
What
at
is
least.
On my way. He cheated.
They're hitting me pretty hard.
Oh, what bad luck for you. With pleasure. All right.
Others will take my place.
Wow. Like, this is ridiculously hard.
Uh-huh.
Okay, how the hell are we gonna do this? I need to come up with some kind of a strategy, because the main problem is that our main character falls, and he cannot fall.
At once.
So I need everybody else to grab aggro off of him, basically.
Huh?
So you need to do your thing, and you need to do your thing, too.
Yes. On my way. Understood.
End it.
Oh, the archers are all the way back there. That's the main problem.
now?
Okay. Are you about done with that shit?
I need help over here. Quickly.
Get in there.
Yes, yes.
Kill these people.
Huh?
Oh god, we're already dying again. Jesus.
Huh? At once. On my way. At once.
He hardly put up a fight.
On my way.
Too easy.
Attack! At once. Understood. And again. At once.
Come on, run.
On my way. At once.
Yeah. Huh?
Yes. On my way.
I need help over here.
Quickly. On my way.
I didn't hit you very hard.
On my way.
Can I like shift click?
Understood.
No.
At
You
once.
can only queue one command at a time, it seems.
On my way.
Yes? What is it?
Huh? Fabracus! Attack!
Vile creature.
Fabracus!
Come on. We're gonna do this.
And again. Kill. Huh?
Okay, now this guy's taking a beating. Can you withstand it, or can you not withstand it? I mean, it's a bunch of goddamn archers. Like, I'm pretty sure you should be able to take them
End
on.
it.
Yes? Say goodbye forever. What is it?
Yeah, this is not looking good. No, not you. Him.
Huh?
Another one bites the dust.
And down he went.
Please wait a moment.
Too easy.
Understood.
Oh, God.
On my way. At once. For Vracus!
Another one bites the dust.
At once. Vile creature. End it. And again. Attack! Yeah! End it.
Come on. What is happening? Why doesn't it show? Looks like we missed terribly.
I can't do that yet. Understood. Yeah! For Vracus!
Okay, we're turning it around, people. We're turning it around. Now we're talking. Let's go.
With pleasure. What is it?
Uh-huh. At once. Attack!
We need to get that one. Oh yeah, you're running now, huh? You don't like that, do you?
Vile creature.
See you, kid.
Yes.
Oof. That was not easy.
Oink oink. That's all? No more orcs?
Well fought, young friend. Do you happen to be tongued ill?
Well fought? But he fought like a...
Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you, and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindale Hookhand of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is my brother, Boindale Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you.
Call me
Boindale
Ironheart.
Doubleblade.
Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
The dude's called Doubleblade. Come on. That's not very inventive now, is it? You were sent to find me?
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabor sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's Death in the Secondling realm in the south.
So he received the letter from my master? And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
There are more orcs here than anyone could ever wish for.
There was a meeting last night. The Elfar serve a certain Nod On who calls himself Lord of the Perish Land. They have enlisted 3 orc hordes to cause unrest in the south.
Did you hear that, Boindale? Piggy snouts!
The Elfar from San Balzur and the orcs from Taboribor are working together?
And could ally with the orcs from the Perish Land.
The twins look at you solemnly. You all know what that would mean for the people of Girdlegard.
What does the High King want with me?
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to...
The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's Death. We should get going.
We must help the humans against the orcs.
We've got to...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say, but it's our duty to get you to the Ogre's Death fortress in one piece.
I thought the duty of dwarves was to protect the innocent in Girdlegard.
Lot Yonan and King Broron will take care of the orcs. We 3 must be careful. You're not exactly a warrior.
But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's hope for him yet. So when you've got the chance to split a few orc skulls, you should take it.
I must fulfill Lot Yonan's orders before I can go to Ogre's Death.
I would be happy to follow you into the realm of the Secondlings. In truth, there is nothing I would rather do. But first, I must travel to Blacksaddle and return some things to a former famulus of Lot Yonan.
Blacksaddle isn't exactly on our way.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf. Perhaps we'll be able to make a real dwarf of him on the way.
All right, we'll accompany you. The sooner we find that famulus, the quicker we can get back to the mountains.
I'll have to send Lot Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name. Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrump. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
Hey, is that experience? Ah, sweet. So Bowendahl seems to be more like a tank, and Bowendill seems to just like dish out deeps. Ooh. Cleave. Lateral blow, dealing damage to several enemies and knocking them sideways. Sweep. Tungdill sweeps an enemy off his feet. Dude, I love Cleave. Cleave is awesome. You found provisions, elixir of strength, talisman of healing. Alrighty. Goodwater, how is this? Really liking it? Yeah, I like it so far. Although the one thing that I have to complain about is I'm not a huge fan of the controls. To Goodwater, what is this? Is this the quest that we're supposed to do for our dude? I can't really see it. It doesn't say anything. And there's another quest right here. Why is there another quest there? Why is there a number 9 in Goodwater? Oh, there's a lot of quests along the way, so I kind of want to go back and do whatever this is. This kind of sucks having to go back. Not to mention you're basically wasting days, so tell you what, let's go to Black Saddle first. Oh, is that the Orc Horde? That's probably the Orc Horde. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's an Orc Horde as well. Okay. So it looks like they...
There are dead orcs lying in the defensive trenches and strewn over the meadows in front of the city. Some of the locals are busy throwing the bodies on pyres, while others repair the minor damage done to the city wall.
Enter Steepleton, leave Steepleton, and continue. No, let's enter it.
You enter the city and the garrison at its center without being spoken to. It is only when you reach a heavy oak door that leads, you assume, to the commanding officer's headquarters, that you are halted by a guard.
Dwarves, eh? Seems we aren't to be spared anything these days. What do you want?
Just go back in here. My stream stopped and I need to make sure that everything's okay with it. There we go. What do you want? You've had dealings with the orcs too? I didn't know that Steepleton was so big. I'd like to speak with your commander.
I must speak with your commander.
Commander Valor doesn't have time. He's still very busy dealing with the aftermath of the orc attack.
I have information about the orcs that is sure to be of interest to the commander.
Commander Valor is dealing with the orc problem, and I have important information concerning it. I witnessed a meeting of the orc lords.
The guard eyes you with interest and tries to judge whether you can be trusted. Finally, he stands up, opens a door, and enters the room ahead of you. The commander looks up from his work. The guard repeats what you told him.
Your information about the orcs could be useful. We have fought them back, but not yet defeated them. Come in.
The commander listens attentively, and now and then asks questions, as you tell him about the 3 orc armies, and the meeting of the chieftains with the Alf Sintheras.
This sounds very grave. I will send out messengers. We must be prepared.
The orc army that attacked Steepleton was able to escape.
The orc army that attacked you was able to escape?
What was left of it? They headed south. Unfortunately, I can't send anyone after them until the damage to the wall is repaired.
The commander looks at you with a disgruntled expression. It suddenly seems clear to him who he has standing in front of him.
If you're interested, you could try and wipe out the mob that got away and collect the bounty.
Killing pig noses and getting paid for it? Where's the heads?
You grin at Boindil, and then turn back to the commander.
We'll see what we can do. We must press on. Farewell, Commander Valor.
Kill as many orcs as you can, dwarves. Palandir will be with you.
You see a camp with a wagon and 2 people on the edge of the path. Behind them, Black Saddle towers up above a thick, dark forest, about a half a day's journey away.
Stay where you are and continue to watch what happens. Go to the humans and speak to them.
You don't want to give them a shock, so you address them while you're still a distance away.
Hello, friends. Is there any space by your fire?
The 2 traders look up and visibly jump when they see you 3 dwarves.
Ah, hello. Yes, of course.
It doesn't escape your attention that you seem to be causing the traders some uneasiness, but you take up their offer and sit down. The twins follow your example.
We're only travellers. We're looking for someone who's said to live on Black Saddle. A hermit.
Someone who lives here?
The traders exchange amazed looks.
If they live here, they must be mad.
Normally we wouldn't stop and rest here, but the horses are too exhausted. Our departure from Parista was delayed and we must have driven them too hard.
You come from Parista. Why does Black Saddle
Why
make
does
you feel
Black Saddle
uneasy?
make you feel uneasy? It doesn't look particularly inviting, but it's only a mountain.
Only a mountain? You don't know the legend?
The trader looks at you and the twins for affirmation, but you all shake your heads.
Black Saddle was once known as Cloudpiercer, and it towered up into the heavens, the upper slopes of pure gold and the summit covered in snow. The humans wanted to attain this wealth, but the smooth slopes and the dazzling summit made the climb impossible. They called on the dwarves to help them. They were able to tunnel up through Cloudpiercer to the top. They hollowed it out and carried away the gold. The humans demanded that the treasure be shared, but the dwarves refused, and as they argued, the mountain began to tremble. There were too many holes inside for it to hold together. It collapsed and buried both greedy parties underneath it. The mountain lost its tremendous size and its beauty, and ever since has haunted both humans and dwarves with its erosive hatred, causing even the rocks to turn black over time. Never heard of it. Sounds like human tittle-tattle. Dwarves would never hollow out a mountain
he knows
so
what's
much
up.
that it collapses.
What do you have for sale? Trader's items. Small elixir of strength. That's it. Not interested in anything you have. Thank you very much.
You come from Parista? How are things there?
No news to speak of, I'd say. Well, except for Nudin the Knowledge Lusty.
You know Nudin the Knowledge Lusty. Lot Yonan introduced him to you many years ago during a visit.
What about him?
Oh, nothing really. Just rumors.
You nod at the trader to continue.
He's behaving strangely and disappears into his tower for days on end.
And he looks ill, apparently. Well, that's what someone I know said. Perhaps he got a spell wrong.
Later in the night, after eating together and some friendly conversation by the campfire, you all decide to sleep. But you take the first watch. It's a night in which nothing happens, and the next morning the traders set off early. After breakfast, you also continue on your journey.
It's an interesting way to do exposition. To just have the traders in there telling you the story about whatever happened and whatnot. We'll go after the orcs after we complete our quest here. Let's go for the quest.
After a march through the thick pine forest, Black Saddle, the sinister tabletop mountain, and your journey's destination rises up before you.
Are you sure that the Famulus lives here?
Yes, according to Lot Yonan.
Although you try to put a lot of assurance into your voice, you too see no signs that anyone lives here.
No castle, no tunnel, no camp. There's nothing here but mountain.
Then we'll have to take a closer look.
You do that, Scholar. We'll be waiting for you here.
You think about objecting, but it would just be a waste of breath.
So this is probably not a combat zone.
No trace of Garen here either. If he's close, then there must be some kind of cave somewhere in the mountain.
Can't see a damn thing
I
in
can
this
only
fog.
climb a little way here. There must be a better way. An old tree. Looks like it could fall down at any moment. There we go.
Quite the climbsman for a dwarf.
Too steep. I can't get a grip anywhere. If Garen is here, then he is further up. I should find some kind of clue before I climb down again. I should be able to get up here. Oh, phew. That was close.
Let's do that again.
I hope this is all worth it.
The animation is actually surprisingly good.
Here's a... No, forget it. There's something engraved on it.
You realize with surprise that they are runes in the Dwarven language.
Which I probably don't know how to speak.
Built with the blood of our enemies, be unyielding as the rock, and soak the land in their blood. Huh?
Okay. There was more stuff back there that I didn't really get to look at.
Hello? Master Garen? Lot Yonan sent me to bring some items back to you. My inquiries are almost at an end. That means I can finally go to be with my sunshine. I have never been to Greenglade, but I think I will like it there. I deposited my most valuable things in the grave of Horengarth before my departure and secured it with magic. The password is...
You recognize the following words as rune names, but they're written in the learned language, so you don't know which they are.
Greenglade. Oh, great.
Useful. An eternal flame. I know who taught him that.
You see sketches and notes on the architectural features, statues and wall reliefs. It seems Garen spent a lot of time studying this place.
Maybe he's kind of a dwarf historian, or maybe he's just a treasure hunter.
Navigating this stuff is so much easier with controller. It's just controlling during battle that is harder.
Hello? Is anyone there?
It looks as though Garen lived in the fortress for a while. It also seems that he left several lunar orbits ago.
He's not stealing. It would just be a shame if the provisions went off.
Yep. I can only light one of the sides of the brazier. Why can't I light this side? Weird.
A series of weapons that are all clearly of dwarven origin. The spider webs and rust suggest they have been here for quite a while. Maybe even centuries.
Why'd they have to be rusty? Like there's a staircase going up. Let's explore the rest of it before we move on. Ooh.
Thirdlies, the fortress belongs to the Dwarf Haters. Norimber's dwarves are not only as unyielding as a mountain, they are also as destructive as an avalanche, and would batter into lesser kingdoms just as relentlessly. The Four should find no salvation in Vracus, only eternal damnation, so that they suffer indescribable torment between the worlds.
You have heard of the Dwarf Haters, but this is the first time you have read their hateful words. You feel sick and turn away.
I've heard of dwarf haters my whole damn life.
Born of stone, forged in battle, arise reborn from the blood of the enemy.
You're not sure if you really want to know what was once in this basin. The whole place gives you the feeling that a decent dwarf shouldn't hang around too long.
A rune. Clearly magical.
Oh, there's runes all up in here. Let's light all these suckers. Can we even light them? Ooh. It's probably part of a puzzle.
Graves. Could be buried here.
Looks like you can only light. You have to find out the sequence, basically. And that one is the first one for sure. That one's the second one? No. In that case, could be this one, and then this one. There you go. Now it's either that one or that one. Say, let's start with this. Nope. Okay, so figuring out the puzzles by trying them out. What's this?
Ah, that's it. Garen's most valuable belongings. Letters from his lover, a silk scarf that must have belonged to her, and medallion.
Dude, I take everything that's not bolted down. I don't care. It's not bolted down. I'm taking it. Now let's see what's up with the upper section of this fortress. What's this?
You have difficulty deciphering the scroll.
Throw the firstlings in the forge. Beat the secondlings to a pulp. The fourthlings are... The rest is illegible.
It would seem that even the thirdlings worship Vracus, but in all the other kingdoms his shrine would be the biggest, not the statue of the kingdom's progenitor. A couple of gold coins are in the bowl in front of the shrine.
Okay, you don't want to fuck with Vracus, so...
Can't do any harm.
There. You can't be too greedy.
Lorimber, the progenitor of the thirdlings.
In most of the chronicles about the 5 dwarfen kingdoms, only very little is written about the thirdlings, and what is written is full of disgust. They are called traitors, or worse.
Okay. We're leaving. We're done with this place. Why am I supposed to look at this again? I thought I exhausted this already.
Garen is in Greenglade to visit his sunshine. Greenglade is in Gauragat. We can't have fallen in love with a pointy here, can he?
Friggin' pointy ears, man. You can't trust them, I'm telling you. Those goddamn elves. Those goddamn elves. We're pushing out. There's also a section we haven't seen in here yet, which is this.
Definitely a rock face.
Oh, I thought we'd be able to, like, climb up through here. Guess not.
So, Scholar, what are the results of your inquiries?
There is an abandoned fortress in the mountain, and I think it belonged to the thirdlings.
Boindale's eyes narrow.
The blasted dwarf killers!
A thirdling fortress? Here? In the middle of Girdlegard? We must let High King Gundrabur know about this.
The fortress has been long abandoned by the looks of it. Anyway, I can't go to Ogre's death until I have completed my quest. Garen is in Greenglade.
Huh.
A thirdling fortress? Here, in the heart of Girdlegard. That's strange, isn't it?
And worrying. But they've always been wily. They move in the shadows and kill there too if they can. Do you know their story?
I've read about it. Lorimber, their progenitor, rejected the name that Vracus gave him, who in turn did not give him any special talents, so his kingdom studied war.
It helps them defending the East, but it also meant they ended up confronting the other kingdoms. No dwarf would ever even think of injuring one of his kind, never mind killing them. But the dwarf killers are proud of it. When they were even more powerful, they wanted to become the rulers of all dwarves. They are envious of our skills. They haven't been heard of for a long time, but you can be sure there isn't a single dwarf alive who doesn't hate them.
The High King? Why do you want to bring me to him?
All right then. It's about the choice of the new High King. Gandagar, the king of the Fourthlings, is with his entourage in Ogre's death and is supposed to ascend the throne.
But our acting High King Gundrabur wants to prevent that from happening. He fears that Gandagar wishes to instigate a war against the elves.
Which he should.
But what have I got to do with that?
Boindil is about to say something, but is silenced by a nudge in the side from his brother.
High King Gundrabur will explain everything when the time comes.
You look distrustfully from one twin to the other. Boindil has donned an innocent expression, and Boendal doesn't give you the impression that he has anything else to say on the matter.
Whatever, your High King must wait. I have a quest to carry out in Greenglade.
But our quest is...
Boindil raises a placatory hand and throws his rucksack onto his back in preparation.
Let it be, dear brother. Look at him. He has made his decision, and you will not be able to change his stubborn dwarven mind.
You can't help but smile.
Yes. There are no good pointy ears, Oblivious. Sword Online, do I like this game? So far, yes, it's been fun. Like I said, the one thing that annoys me is the control scheme. Control scheme is somewhat weird. Also, I'm going to try to take on that orc horde. Let's get them orcs.
You approach Scalebrook through its expansive fields and spot smoke rising up into the sky. A short while later, you can hear the cries of battle, and finally you can smell the tallow on the orc's armor. Scalebrook is at war.
We're gonna attack these orcs. Kill the orcs! Am I supposed to do something with this stuff? Because, like, I can't seem to... Aha! Looks like I can select between two of these. So I can have one damage reducing damage 50%. No, let's actually give us the 10% health. Then we switch to this. And Boindil can use this. And you don't really need anything because you're a goddamn tank. You're a tank, a beast of worth. You are a beast of worth, sir. And that is all you need. Oh, that's why he's so tanky. Okay. Seems about right. Let's do it. Start the fight. How do I? Okay, confirm. Confirm. Start the fight.
Quick! We have to help those people!
Okay, let's try to do this one with the controller. Before the orcs have killed 10 of them. Oh, we gotta be careful so that we don't actually hit the villagers with this stuff.
And what now?
Swap to Boindil. Boindil's going to leap. Let's try not to hit too many villagers, shall we? Right there.
Huh?
And you are going to take the fight to them.
All right.
Over there.
Who's next? What is it?
Yes?
And again.
Ooh, we almost
Find
killed
somewhere
that
safe.
guy.
Kill!
Who's next? And what now?
Let's leap here. I don't think I'll hurt these.
What is it?
Oh god, this hill is not looking good. So we will do...
As good as done.
this.
I didn't hit you very hard. Who's next?
Huh?
How are you doing? You good? Looks
Understood.
like the orcs have killed 1, 2, 3. Damn it. Out of my way. Okay, here we go. What's happening?
That's it. They're fleeing.
Really?
I don't think so. They're just rallying.
And that's what we should do too. Come on.
Thank you so much. You saved us.
Not yet. The orcs are rallying. You must join us.
But we can't.
You must. Here they come.
Kill all the orcs. Now we're talking. Okay.
What is it?
Where are the orcs even? Let's get some zoom out action. Okay, here they come. Let's get you right in the thick of it. And let's get you like here.
On my way.
And
what now?
Yes?
Let's get you.
What is it?
Okay, you're looking good. Hit him with everything you got. You are gonna knock some bitches off. You are going to use your skills again to... Actually, no, you're not. Never mind that.
He hardly put up a fight.
Still not used to the controls. Here we go.
And what now? Yeah! Who's next? What is it?
Damn it, I keep pressing square to execute. Switch to him. Get that.
What now?
You're looking good. Let's actually jump in behind them and start hacking away.
Yes.
Kill.
Huh? Vile creature. Vile creature. I didn't hit you very hard. What now?
Get him, get him.
What is it?
Yes? At once.
Huh? Huh? I'll be ready soon.
Huh?
Too easy. Who's next?
The hell happened? Did we win? Assuming we did.
While Boindale still hunts the last of the orcs through the alleyways of the village, you and Boandal are already helping search for survivors. Various villagers, all with shocked, ashen faces, come and thank you for saving them. A middle-aged man nervously steps from one foot to the other and tries to force a smile.
My father, the village elder, he is dead. I think I must follow in his footsteps, so I thank you in the name of Scalebrook. He left behind some gold as a dowry for my sister. She's...
The man bows his head, produces a leather pouch, and kneads it with trembling hands.
If only you'd come earlier.
But before you can reply, the man takes a deep breath and forces himself to look at you.
What am I saying? How ungrateful. Thanks to you, many of us are still alive. My daughter may be able to marry one day, thanks to your bravery.
The man hesitates briefly, then thrusts the leather pouch towards you.
We won't accept your gold. Bury your dead, rebuild your village, and be a good father to your daughter.
Boandal looks at you, and you think you can see an approving nod. The man opens his mouth to say something, but then he just shakes his head and finally starts again.
I thank you, dear sir, but there is no way I can let you go with empty hands. Here, take this. My father bought it from a trader, one of your kind.
Okay, but we're probably going to call the stream here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is The Dwarves, and it's pretty fun. You guys can get a pretty good idea of what the gameplay is like. If I have one criticism to this game, it is just the controls. The controls are a little bit frustrating. I'm not exactly sure how I would fix it, but it does seem to be a lot easier to play with mouse and keyboard, so I can't imagine what this is like on the consoles. If you guys are curious, the game is currently 10% off in GOG.com. There's a link in the description. Thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to like if you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.